Welcome back to DVC Weekly. This is episode 187. My name is Jason Erpelding. I'm the broker of Buy and Sell DVC. I'm here with Scott Ferrioli.
I'm the owner of DVC-Rental.com. Remember the dash to save the cash. And Buy and Sell DVC.com.
And we're into September 4th, 2024. Most places, your school is probably back in session. You're probably a little back to normal because summer may be completely different for you. So hopefully you're tuned in. You're prepared to watch a fantastic episode ahead. And the 11-month window from now would be August 4th, 2025. And the 7th-month window would be April 4th, 2025. And we're going to start on the buy and sell side of things. And believe it or not, I was not at Vero Beach for this little trip that I'm about to go over. I was not at Vero.
You've expanded out of Vero. Excellent.
It's amazing, really. I was at Animal Kingdom, and it was a Friday night stay, a Saturday night stay, a Sunday night stay, and it was an Animal Kingdom studio, Savannah View in Kidani Village. I know Scott prefers Jambo. I prefer Kidani. The room was ready by 10 a.m. I believe our room number was 7380. It's on the 4th floor. So the thing about Kidani is you can park underneath your room, basically. So that's why I love Kidani, because I could come in, I could park underneath the room, and then also the room was nearest to the pool. So you can just come down, take the elevator, walk to the pool. Again, to me, Animal Kingdom, Savannah View is one of those rooms that if you're a DVC member, it's one of those things that you have to check off that experience, in my opinion, because you have to experience, because there's no other room. I guess unless you're going on an African safari, there's nothing else that
compares to that.
Yeah, you can't duplicate it. So, and then I also want to say that I can't remember exact what they call it, but like they give out beads. Are you familiar with like they give out little beads?
I don't think I ever received beads.
So my wife was going back and forth between Kidani and Jambo, and there'd be like, if you go to this place at this time, you learn about this, and then they give you a bead to add to your bracelet or whatever you call it.
So you get it by participating in different things.
Yeah.
See, we don't participate in things.
Okay, so yeah, my wife
antisocial.
You say you're antisocial, but last episode you talked about how you vacation with 50 people and you already have it planned for 2026.
That's also true.
So anyway, over the period, she collected all the beads to finish the necklace, and then I think she got my youngest son involved. I'm not sure at what point he got involved, if he got all of them or not. So she was having a blast learning everything, and then she was learning about the different animals, and she was just having a blast. And then I will say the pool was very busy. Like, I would have thought that there would be more people at the parks like during the day on Friday when we got there in the afternoon.
I don't think so.
But the pool was busy. And then I will also say, now this may be every pool, I don't know, but when you went to walk on the pool deck, it was like, it couldn't have been any hotter. Like, you would just watch people get up, and then they would like go, and then they could only go 5 steps, and they'd have to go stand on the edge of the pool to get their feet in the water.
That's how I met Vero all the time.
Oh, really?
I'm always like, you take a couple steps and you're like, ow, 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 ow. And you see people start slowly, and they start going faster to get into the water.
Because on the one side, like at Animal Kingdom, the deck isn't just concrete. It's almost like it's wooden planks. And that area is just even,
It's hot over there too?
Oh, it's hot. Oh, yeah, that's the worst. Let's see, what else was I going to say? We had again, it was incredible. Oh, I will say, so at 4:00 every day in the arcade, the sign says something like arcade competition. So I don't know if have you been at the Animal Kingdom Kidani arcade before? If you have, you don't remember?
I don't think so. I can picture the Jumbo House arcade. I can't picture the Kidani one right now.
So, it has like air hockey. I mean, it has a bunch of games, but so anyway, we walk into the arcade on Friday at 4 o'clock, and it's just me and my two boys, 14 and 12. That's the only people that's there for this thing at 4 o'clock, right?
Mhm.
The worker that was there, I think she was amazing. She was awesome. She was like, "Hey, this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna do open play. You can play air hockey. You can play Daytona 500. You can play the Nerf gun. You can play Wicked Tuna. Just let me know what you want to play, and then
Really?
she'll swipe the card, right?
Just play for free.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you just play for free for a half hour, which was awesome because
Yeah.
So we do that, and then there was three of us. So like sometimes she was racing my son in the Daytona 500, or she was participating. It was awesome. So now Saturday we go, right? Different person working, and they go, "What's your name?" I'm like, "What's our name?" And so that now this guy has a clipboard with a sheet of paper writing down our names because he's creating an arcade tournament, right? I like to use the word fugazi. This thing was fugazi. So now it's like this person's playing this person's playing this person. So now instead of just games going on, so now there's more not playing because now these two people are playing and you have to like watch this game. So it wasn't as enjoyable as it was on the Friday. And like my son beat uh this other kid in air hockey, and then that kid disappeared, never came back. So anyway, and then Sunday was the same thing, the competition. So it depends on who you get in there, but that's at 4 o'clock. It's a nice little free thing. Oh, and then across from there, they do have a room. It's probably called the community hall or whatever, where there's a pool table, foosball, um, maybe a Nintendo Switch or a PS5, bunch of games, checkers, chess, arts and crafts. I mean, a lot of stuff going on in there. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. When I went by the DVC location, there was rarely anybody there, but I mean, they're more now. It's about if you're, it says if we're out, it's all about the QR code, to scan the QR code, or it'll take you to a website, and I guess you can learn about DVC there or schedule your open house.
Okay.
It's but I will say the pool chairs, they go very fast. The pool doesn't open until 10, which is late in my opinion. But the pool
Very late.
chairs do go fast. If you plan on eating at the little pool thing, be advised it's going to be a pretty long wait, and then you're going to have to wait for your food to come out because again, it's not like it's mass produce or whatever.
Did you order food from the pool
No,
bar?
I did not.
Okay, I was gonna say I've heard that the Kidani pool bar is actually very good for food.
Oh,
I
really?
haven't had I've heard that they're actually one of the better ones for food.
Pool chairs go fast. Oh, and then like at Vero Beach, the pool is just it's just like it's very welcoming because it's not it's but the Animal Kingdom Kidani, you just have to remember there's a lot of like rocks on the side and then like different things, so it's not as welcoming as the Vero Beach pool.
I do like that Kidani has that zero entry though, where you can just walk into the water. It's very good for especially small kids. I do like that.
And I will say that during this period of time, the kids there, where do I want? The kids there were very, very, what do I want to use the word dangerous, brave? I mean, they were just, they were doing stunts that my kids, I told my kids, I'm like, oh my, I'm like, you guys are very safe and you've been safe your whole life. Keep being safe because
Like what sort of stunts? You mean like jumping in?
normally
the lifeguards like don't allow rough house or craziness.
so there's two kids on the side of the pool. These kids are under 6, and they were doing front flips into the pool.
And the lifeguards weren't saying anything.
So again,
They weren't.
say they did 6 of them before the lifeguard noticed, and then said, "Hey, we're not doing flips into the pool." And then like these kids were like super sad. They're like 5. I'm like, what? They're on their way to be. And then the little slide.
Mhm.
So it's got rocks on both sides.
Yeah.
Right. So these kids were
Climbing up the rocks.
climbing up the rocks, jumping into the slide as other kids were coming down the slide. So they might collide with the other kid as they jumped over the rocks.
The same flipping kids or different kids?
No, different kids.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, there was.
Like wild time.
Yes, it was. I was like, this is like a frat party for 6-year-olds, right?
I was just gonna say it's like elementary school's,
Gone
spring
wild.
break.
It was. I mean,
high C, just chugging it with 2 hands and double fisted high C's.
dude, I was impressed by their capability. I was impressed with the 5-year-olds doing front flips into the pool, like. So, but again, you have to. I'm telling you, if you're a DVC member, you have to do a Savannah View room. You have to do it once. I mean, yeah.
Agree completely.
I mean,
Agree completely.
are the hallways long? Yes. But again, if you're driving there, you're parking underneath your villa. Is it dark decor? Yes. I mean,
I was thinking about this when I was at Polynesian because I hear everybody complain how long the Kidani hallways are. When we got off the monorail, walking to our room, it felt just as long as the Kidani hallways, and we're outside in the elements. It's hot and it's drizzling, and I'm like, I would love for a Kidani hallway right now. Be air conditioned, enclosed, nice and protected. I'm like, everybody rags on Kidani. Everybody loves Polynesian and rags on Kidani. I'm like, I like Kidani. I'd much rather have that walk than the walk I was doing at the Polynesian, sweating at the end of the night. Just
plus, I like that my car is underneath. It's protected. It's
very convenient. Yeah.
I like it. Okay, now we're on to the food review of the week.
Come here, I'm gonna eat you! Get in my belly!
Speaking of Polynesian, I'm back at Captain Cook's from our Polynesian stay and wanted to give an update on something we've had in the past. Again, we did the pulled pork nachos. My wife got them just because we've had them before and liked them a lot. So it says pulled pork nachos topped with cheese, spicy mayonnaise, pico de gallo, and pineapple salsa for $10.99. We're not sure if something's changed. I'm pretty sure it has, but the cheese sauce is sort of mealy with an odd bright yellow color. It's not the color of any cheese sauce I've ever seen before. There wasn't a lot of pork, and I'm pretty sure the cheese sauce was much different. And I don't know if we get these again. Not terrible, but I feel like they used to be a lot better. It's one thing I do like about them is that it doesn't mention on the menu, but they use a mix of fried potato slices and wontons as the nachos. So there's no actual chips or anything. It's these potato slices and the wontons. But those are definitely really cool. I like that they do that. Again, maybe they should mention it. I don't know if anybody has an issue with that, or I don't know if people have a potato allergy, or I don't know if there's anything different where you want to warn them that there's slices of potato and wonton versus a nacho chip. But they're okay. 7.1, still not terrible, but I feel like they just used to be a lot better in the past.
And when you say
the cheese sauce is disturbing.
When you say "were," are you referring to you and your wife or your whole family?
It was my wife and I.
Okay.
My kids were there too, but I don't think they had any of the nachos. It was just my wife and I. Originally, we were supposed to split the nachos and split that coconut Thai meatball, and she couldn't. After one bite, she couldn't eat the meatballs because they were too spicy. So that ended up being my meal.
Gotcha.
And then I had a couple of the nachos. I was just looking at them. I was like, "What is with the cheese? It was bright yellow, and it was mealy. It was not right. It just didn't taste as good as it used to. Not terrible, but again, I feel like it used to be a lot better."
And now we're on to the DVC-rental side of things.
So on the rental side, well, I think I actually only did 9. I wrote down originally the 10 packing tips. I think I took one of them away. But if 10 packing tips to streamline your prep for Disney. Embrace multi-purpose clothing. Pack versatile clothing that can be mixed and matched for different park days and resort evenings. Opt for quick-drying fabrics for hot Florida weather. I can't stress that enough. A lot of times when you go to the parks, everybody's different. A lot of people want to look really, really nice. Personally, I much rather wear a moisture wicking shirt and be a little more comfortable than looking, top notch at the parks. So you're going to be hot. It could possibly rain. I like something that's moisture wicking. Pack light for laundry facilities. Now, while most DVC resorts come with washers and dryers, whether it's a 1-bedroom and up, all have washers and dryers in the room. Studios don't have that, but they do have a community area where you can use the washers and dryers for free. Pack a few outfits and plan to do laundry mid-trip to avoid overpacking if possible. Don't forget the essentials. Pack sunscreen, hats, glasses, and comfortable walking shoes for park days. A reusable water bottle is a must to stay hydrated under the Florida sun. Swim gear essentials. Pack your swimsuits. Pool towels. Your resort should give you pool towels as well, but you can bring your own if you want them for anything else. Poolside cover-ups for enjoying the villa's pool or resort amenities. Consider waterproof flip-flops for poolside comfort.
Swim goggles.
Yep.
You need swim goggles.
Do you wear goggles?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I don't want those chemicals getting into my eyes.
I just don't open my eyes underwater. I don't know. I don't wear goggles.
Swim
My kids have not worn goggles since they were probably 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
I'm a
you're
big goggle guy.
That's good to know. I know I'm going to be seeing you at Vero Beach sometime.
Yes.
And I'll find you by the pool. Just look for the goggles.
Yes.
Do you wear like one of those swim caps too?
No.
Okay. Pack for rainy days. Central Florida experiences afternoon showers a good amount. Pack a light jacket, rain jacket, or poncho for unexpected downpours. Again, quick drying clothes, sandals as alternatives for sneakers when it rains. Ponchos, I will tell you, the ponchos are good. In the Florida heat, they can heat up quickly though, because the rain could be hitting you, but it's still going to be 90 degrees. So a lot of times I felt that the ponchos are really hot. Sometimes maybe just an umbrella might work better.
You can also pack large lawn bags. We've gone through that in the past. Those work as well.
Don't forget the extras. Pack a small first aid kit. I don't know about that much, if you need that as much, but you definitely should have at least Band-Aids with you. Hand sanitizer. We always bring hand sanitizer to the park. Any medications you may need. Again, hand sanitizer has always been a priority for us because the first thing is when you walk in the park, you scan your Magic Band or your pass, you put your finger on the biometric scanner, and 500 people have had their grubby fingers on that same scanner right before you did it. So the first thing is I get in, I put that hand sanitizer, clean my finger off immediately because I don't want to get sick or catch whatever they have. Embrace theme park essentials. Pack autograph books, pens for character encounters. Consider glow sticks or light up toys for nighttime park visits. It's going to be a lot less expensive if you bring them with you. We haven't done it in a while since my kids have grown up more, and I probably should though, but we used to love bringing the glow bracelets with us. And a lot of times I'd give them out to people. I'd walk around like Epcot at night. I'd look for a kid who was like having a little bit of a tantrum, and I'd ask the parents if it was okay if I gave them like a glow stick. And a lot of times immediately they would just snap right out of it. So that was a lot of fun. Pack your phone chargers, your portable battery pack, any adapters if needed. Consider a waterproof phone case for poolside use. I know most people's phones nowadays are waterproof, but I can tell you right now, whenever I put my phone in the water and I take it out, if I ever try to listen to music, it sounds garbled for several hours because the speakers get all water in them. So maybe consider a waterproof phone case. Pack for relaxation. Bring a book, magazine to unwind, along with poolside games, playing cards. Make sure you got your music, headphones, stuff to kind of just relax.
Rubik's Cube.
And as a bonus tip, utilize the extra space in the DVC Villa. Pack a smaller suitcase and plan to pick up your essentials you may forget upon arrival at a nearby store or Disney gift shop. All of the DVC resorts have small shops where you can pick up sundries and items that you may need. So luckily you don't have to remember as much because there's lots of places at your resort where you can pick up stuff, little snacky snacks, and if you
I was going to
ice
say,
cream.
David, number 10 should be snacks. You didn't put any snacks on here.
10 should be snacks. We always bring some snacks with us. It'll save you money if you bring your own snacks instead of picking them up at the resort. But a bag of Doritos is almost always essential. Maybe some sort of like Entenmann's little pop.
Red or blue bag for you?
Red.
Right, okay.
In college, I really loved the Cool Ranch ones, but over the years, I just prefer the regular nacho cheese ones. But that is all I have for packing. Yep, that's it.
It's pretty good tips that I would say.
I thought so.
And sunscreen.
Vero Beach, watch out for the family with all the swim goggles and the headgear on.
And for the shirts, I mean, the fishing shirts that are long sleeve with like SPF 50, and they also, some of them come with hoods. I mean, those are really good shirts.
I have one of those.
For Florida. those are just really good.
Plus, they look cool
I mean,
with the hood up and a little hat on it or something. It's good for you. It'll protect you
because you
from
don't
the
have
sun.
to, because putting sunscreen on all the time is not the most fun.
Yeah.
So, that can really help you out.
Plus, your kids like it when you're constantly trying to put sunscreen on them. They're just like, leave me alone. I'm already wearing sunscreen. I don't need to reapply yet.
I just put it on.
I just put it on 2 hours ago, Dad.
So I think that's it.
I don't have anything else. I think we should just kill it. Thank you
So
for watching.
I just want to add a story real quick.
Oh, there's a
So
story.
when I was at Animal Kingdom, there was, because you get there's so many snacks that you can bring that are gonna make little kids, they'll be fine with snacks.
I like
But
snacks.
this mom was asking a son what they want from the pool bar at Animal Kingdom Kidani, right? Dude, the mom went over everything on the menu, like every item on the menu, and I was like, I'm like, I would have given
Pick
my
2 choices.
right.
That you
I
know
would
your
have
kid will
given
like.
I would have said they only have this or this. Which one do you want? I would have given them 2 choices.
It's like going to a restaurant. You open the menu and you read every one to your kid. And be like, you know what they want, and narrow it down. Plus, the kid's not going to be able to decide after you give them 10 choices.
Right, exactly.
You give
They're
them 2, you can go, I prefer that one.
Yeah. Can you go back to the whole list again? So hopefully you enjoyed that episode, and you'll see us next week.
Again, check us out online, and also feel free to download us on Podbeam. So if you want to listen to us as a podcast, if you're taking the train, which is how I used to listen to a lot of podcasts. If you're commuting, taking the train, working in your yard, check out Podbeam, download us, listen to us. You won't be able to see our beautiful faces and see us laughing, but at least you'll be able to hear the information. So thanks again.